The reason so many of us have been waiting for refunds, myself included, is because there are simply so many of us who need them. Airlines and holiday companies are dealing with millions and millions of people who need to get their money back. But don't have too much sympathy for all of the airlines and all of the holiday companies. Some of them simply do not want to refund us because they're hoping to use our money to weather the coronavirus crisis. At the moment, the best advice we have for you to get your refund is to continue to be persistent and follow your legal rights to claim that money back. That's 14 days for a cash refund if it's a package holiday, 7 days if it's a flight. The travel industry is going through incredible difficulty at the moment with no new bookings, lots of refunds that are due, although those are not always being paid. So you certainly would be helping people by taking a refund credit note. What I would say is that we don't at the moment fully know if those refund credit notes are protected. So we don't know if the company were to go bust at a later date and you were left holding that refund credit note, if you would be refunded. That's something the government is looking at the moment, and we do hope that in the next week or two we'll be able to change that advice and say yes, you can accept refund credit notes. But for now, for your own financial protection, the advice is no, I'm afraid. And that goes twofold for vouchers. So there is a difference between a refund credit note and a voucher. I won't go into all of the gory details on here now, but if the company is asking you to accept a voucher, that almost certainly is not financially protected, and you definitely should not accept it. This is a bit of a mess at the moment, and it really will depend on the holiday company or the airline that you have booked with. As a guide, most of the larger holiday companies and airlines are now cancelling flights and travel into mid-June. However, there are some companies, and not necessarily small ones themselves, that are only cancelling 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time. And I know that can be really worrying when you don't know if the holiday will go ahead or not. Of course, if you have a holiday or a flight in 2 weeks' time, it almost certainly will not go ahead. What's crucial is that you don't cancel. You have to wait for the holiday company or the airline to do the cancelling, because that's the only way to ensure that you are able to claim your money back. It is not looking good for travel this summer, is the best answer I can give, and any answer you hear from anybody is really speculation. But as the crisis continues and the summer season gets closer and closer, it does look less and less likely that our holidays will take place. I think what we are seeing develop is an idea that we may be able to holiday within bubbles. So certain countries will allow visitors from other countries. We've heard Australia and New Zealand talk about this. We've heard Croatia and some of the Central European countries talk about it as well. The bad news for us in the UK is that because of the number of infections here, the number of deaths in the UK, we are likely to be at the bottom of the list of any bubble that does emerge. What is likely to happen is UK holidays will come back first, and we may see a possibility to go to Ireland, for example, or to take the train to some of the countries that are closer to us. But for now, foreign holidays to, say, Spain or Italy don't look like they will happen this summer. So air travel hasn't stopped completely, and in fact we have seen some airlines like Wizz Air act quite irresponsibly by relaunching flights this week. I think air travel will come back probably a little bit quicker than holidays because there are other reasons that we do need to fly. What's not clear at the moment is in what form air travel will come back. So will we be required to take blood tests at the airport, as is happening in some countries? It almost seems certain that we will have to wear masks. How will we keep 2 meters apart at the airport as well? It's really something the government has only just started talking about. How can we be protected when we're at the airport and traveling on the plane? And at the moment, doesn't seem to be many easy answers. So I think air travel, while it's still continuing, is going to take a long time until we see the frequency of flights that we had become accustomed to.